Scenic Eclipse has arrived at Castro, ahead of the journey into the Chilean fjords. Here, with water sheltered from the buffering of the Pacific Ocean, conditions are calm and peaceful.
Let's make a briefing. So the arrival will be done by staff captain. I will take radio from you. You concentrate on arrival. I will communicate with safety. In these conditions.
025, thank you.
In these conditions, you can do almost whatever you want.
Yeah.
We can start the thruster, Georgina.
Yeah. Both thrusters on and tested.
Thrusters on and tested, thank you.
Safety, safety bridge. We can lower tender number 1 into the water. Tender number 1 in the water.
We're in the water.
You're pointing where we want to point. Perfect. Well done, Staffy.
Come. It's a bit early, I think.
We are in port of Castro. It looks like a really beautiful place here. Huh? I believe that Boris is planning some kind of Antarctic training today with Zodiacs, which will happen a bit later in the morning. Boris, good morning. When your boats are going?
We're planning for 9 o'clock launch.
9 o'clock, so what time?
So we just got here to Castro, and we're gonna do some MOB, or man overboard training. In the Antarctic, we are far away from any assistance or help, except for ourselves, right? And so we gotta make sure that we are able to ready self-rescue, but also help each other while we're out there. So we wanna be prepared in case something happens, calm everyone down, let them know it's gonna be all right. How are we doing today? Good. You guys ready to jump in the water?
So ready.
All right, team, we're gonna do MOB training today. Who here has not done MOB training for the Antarctic before? All right, a couple new folks. We got Simon and Kirsty joining the team, both experienced boat drivers. We just wanna make sure we are doing standard operating procedures for Scenic, right? Every company, every experience might have a slightly different setup. All right, so we need to be prepared, so it's not the first time we've thought about it. We know exactly what to do. I've seen more drivers go in the water because they're standing up in the back of the boat than guests go in the water. We're gonna use the rescue dummy, and the rescue dummy, it's heavy. Yeah, it simulates the real deal, for sure, and so that's why we're gonna use it. All right, let's gear up.
It's critical that the entire Discovery team keep their safety drills honed for the guests and themselves. And for new starters like Simon and Kirsty, it's a chance to impress leader Boris with their skills.
So we got 2 drivers new to the company, so we gotta get them familiarized with our operating procedures, primarily the crane right here, and then how our boats are set up. Then they're gonna join up and do the man overboard training with us.
The Discovery team is starting its man overboard training. And first at the helm is Simon.
Bridge, and anyone in the vicinity, this is a simulated radio call. So time out. You got all these other people standing up in your boat. Everybody sit down. You don't need everybody in the water, just one. That's right. All right, got a hold of her. Ready, and 1, 2, 3. Any comments there on your end?
Yeah, it was chaos once it started.
Yeah.
Everybody started pointing and getting in the way.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
So control of the scene,
Right.
right? You wanna make sure you don't have 2 swimmers.
Sure.
But I thought it went really well. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, then.
Start 5.
Please make sure you are safe. You have a knee. You've got a good grip up here. Okay, ready? Oh. Then gently down.
then. Everybody sit down. I wanted to sit down. I was already seated.
So we're going to play with self-rescue now.
Got it. You got it. Kick.
That's it. There you go. You're in there.
All right, nice job, guys. Let's wrap it up and head in.
We had a really amazing day today. We were doing some training. This was really important as we moved down into Antarctica.
It went well. We got everybody back in the boat, which is the goal.
The Chilean fjords stretch down the southwest coast of South America. Nestled between formidable glaciers and spectacular peaks, these deep-sea inlets were created by glacial activity that occurred millions of years ago. They must be navigated in order to reach the coastal destinations in Patagonia. But they're extremely narrow, and Captain Rado is relinquishing full control to local pilots with the experience to steer a safe passage. It's a delicate operation.
Boris, back to position, Georgie. Follow me with the route. And this one is quite tricky because you have to enter almost 90 degrees other side. Yeah, this is almost one ship length only in width. This is quite narrow.
So you were about just under 2 cables off the land.
Yes, 9 knot will inside.
Inside, okay.
Yeah.
We have enough space, correct?
Yeah.
This is a good warm-up for Antarctica.
4-3.
You can actually see this shallow, you see algae.
Yeah.
For the next turn, it's a bit sharper one, yeah?
Yeah.
I believe we should go a bit less speed, yeah?
So at the moment we're in the Angostura Glacier. We're now about to enter through the narrowest point. So this will be the most difficult part of the passage, just because they've got land so close either side.
On the deck, the guests are enjoying the views, but on the bridge, pressure is mounting as the fjords get narrower.
6, 80. 80 degree turn, almost.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Sharp turn. Alarm.
Scenic Eclipse warning systems have been set off by the narrow fjord.
So maybe 5 meters shallower than what we reckoned.
This is the narrowest section of the entire water system, with little margin for error.
Okay, Captain, we can reduce 9 knots.
9 knots for you, okay?
Pause, go ahead, man.
192.
Looks good?
All good, Camp.
Yeah, we just passed the narrowest part. Very nice. You did it very well. Good timing.
Yeah.
Very good timing. It's like a funnel. And we passed with maybe 1 knot of current, and pilot could already feel a little bit of difficulties during the steering. You know, the ship is just trying to go with the current. But now we're out and on the open water. So the next one is the Puerto Eden arrival.
Got some coin? Some coin?
Sorry?
So good luck. Anybody has a coin? Come on, quick. Oh, very good. Stuffy. This is 20 euros.
20 euros.
Okay, let's try it for a good luck. Come on. It looks like there's some nice superstition to throw the coins when we are passing a beam of these narrows. It will bring us a good luck and good weather, I hope. Although we should not talk about it, yeah? Little chop of that. No, huh?
Yes,
no?
little bit chop.
No?
Yeah, no.
Okay, dai Manuel.
Yeah, yeah. No, see it. Yeah.
Good luck.
Do that. Thank you.
We draw a fortune there. Fortune. Oof, it's cold outside.
4-5.
Puerto Eden on Wellington Island, one of Chile's most isolated inhabited locations.
Yeah. Good. Thank you.
All right, team. Welcome to Eden. We're welcome to the community, population 170. We're almost doubling it by showing up.
Here, and there. It's about.
On the bridge, Jason and Boris are meeting with the helicopter pilot with an exciting proposition.
And you want to look into this bay, I guess.
Going into the bay as well.
Yeah, we want to see what the conditions look like, and then the possibility of cruising into that little finger.
If we can look out at here, just because the opportunity for the submarine to dive, we got to get away from the silt and the murkiness, but see where we see any clear water.
Yeah, I mean, check out the satellite image. You can see the swirling from the silt coming all the way down to there in this shot. But maybe in that arm, that makes a lot of sense.
That could be maybe, you know, that there's some clear water.
Look at this little finger.
Yeah, see right in there.
That looks good. Weather-wise, we're anyway good. Look outside. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Couldn't be better.
Fly over the Andes.
Yeah.
On the satellite maps, we actually found some cool tucked away areas that may have the clear water we want for the submarine. So what I'd like to do is, since we're already going to be out scouting in the helicopter, is take the submarine pilot and let him have eyes on the water firsthand instead of me giving him secondhand information.
Which side do we take off?
All right, welcome. Everyone is buckled up.
Helicopter recce flight for submarine diving. God, we do
love it.
good. I know.
All right, that's where we came from. Puerto Eden. Stunning.
Very
Look at that
stunning.
glacier. Wow. About 65 kilometers long, huh?
That's right. That water along the coast up there straight ahead definitely seems...
Yeah, that looks
most
the best.
realistic.
I'll head over there, Chris.
Yeah. I think that little stretch right there that we just went over was pretty ideal.
And it's pretty well sounded, so the Eclipse could come in over here on this side, do the drop, and then continue going in for the cruise.
Okay, you got your spot?
Yep.
Good.
We're going to cut back across here?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Why, you're hungry?
No.
Want to go home?
I want to see a different route.
I
Round
Oh, eyes on it. Look at that. Beautiful.
You almost feel like everything you're seeing, you can name it, because it probably hasn't been really seen.
Oh yeah, it's like
exploring.
I tried to find some information here, but there's not much. There she is.
One eclipse, HLO, relative wind 12 knots from the bow, and you have green deck.
Scenic Eclipse has come to a complete stop. Surrounded by the spectacular peaks and glaciers of the dramatic fjords, it owes this ability to a piece of technology called the Dynamic Positioning System. It replaces the need for an anchor, meaning they can avoid any damage to delicate seabeds and launch their discovery activities quicker. Captain James's polar audit includes checking the operational status of the DPS.
Hello, Captain.
Hey, James.
How are you?
Good. It's a nice day.
Bit windy?
25 steady. Catabatics from the glacier, as you can see.
Yeah, so we got this cool wind rushing down off the ice and heading the ship.
To be expected, yeah.
So gusting 25 knots. I see you sitting in dynamic positioning.
Yeah.
How's that
working well, as you can see. It is an amazing system, as we know.
It is.
Imagine that I have to now all the time trust here with the thrusters. I will use much more power and manpower, of course.
Scenic Eclipse's advanced GPS dynamic positioning system uses a mathematical model of the ship and gyroscopes to track her reactions depending on the ocean and weather conditions. Real-time information is fed into a computer hundreds of times per second. The computer then controls the ship's bow thrusters and the 360-degree rotating azipods in the stern to counter all ocean and weather conditions to maintain the captain's required position at all times without needing to drop an anchor. Scenic Eclipse has arrived at Seno Garibaldi, deep in the Chilean fjords.
Yeah, we're launching the first Zodiac for the day. The goal is to be able to do the sub dive and also be able to do some incredible Zodiac cruising with our guests. And so always the first Zodiac launch of the day is always the most dangerous with this bar. And obviously with the swells. Here comes the helicopter. All right, we've launched this up.
With the weather shifting quickly, guests are shuttled out for Scenic Eclipse's first subdive since Mexico.
I'm just hoping to see some wildlife. We've seen some sea lions, etc. Need to see one of those in the water.
We're gonna go right now. It's about 100 meters. Topside, Neptune. Ready to start, timer on your mark.
Ready to set timer in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Permission to start dive once freeboard is down. We've lost the light at 4 meters because of the glacial silt. All right, so guys, I'm gonna turn on the light so we can have a look what it looks like. You ready? Yeah, so you can see there's loads of sediment in the water. We're going down to 85 meters. Oh wow, look there. So we got our sonar here, so you can see, and look, there's in the 2 meter ring. With the silt and the sediment, it's giving us poor visibility, so we're relying heavily on our instruments, on our sonar. Normally some places are quite predictable when you go down. What you got there? Small or biggish?
Small. Well, the biggest one we've seen.
On the surface, Kirsty and Simon are taking charge of a Zodiac tour for the first time.
It's going to be a good day.
Yeah, I'm very excited for my first day driving. Beautiful weather, beautiful scenery, can't really go wrong.
There are not many places outside of Antarctica where you can get incredible glaciers, the mountains, the fjords, and so on. With our new Discovery staff coming on board, this is absolutely the best training ground for them.
So we're going to ask you to step there and then onto the yellow step. So good morning, everybody. How are you all doing this morning? Good. We're just going to do a little bit of a safety briefing. So our biggest issue is if somebody falls into the water. I haven't had anybody fall into the water yet, so please don't be the first. I think it's going to be a rather chilly swim if you do with all this ice around. Oh, that rainbow is just getting better and better, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful.
Simon is nearing the glacier, but it's not safe to get any closer.
I'm going to need to maneuver here just a little bit to get out of the ice. It's starting to suck me in. There it goes. So what we just witnessed
is a process called calving, sometimes without any warning. And that's the reason why they tell you, don't get too close. Because they don't give you any sign at all, and they just go boom. That's it.
Is that a leopard seal? It's a leopard seal.
The seals in this area, they've got their whiskers of a brisset, and that's how they can feel, they can track the fish. Because when they swim in this, they're also basically blind. All right, guys, but unfortunately we have come to the end of our dive time. I'm going 1 meter. Here we go, back on the surface. It was an awesome experience going down to 80 meters. How did you guys find that? Yeah, and how dark it gets as well, which makes it a little bit spooky as well.
It's been another successful day for the Discovery team, exploring the Chilean fjords below, on, and above water.
They had amazing first day Zodiac cruising. It's super important for us as Discovery team members just to get that completely waxed and underway.
I think my first day went pretty well. It is one of the best jobs ever. Having the opportunity to take people out to wild places and explore these wild things, it's really pretty special.
Next time on Maritime Masters, the team pull off a historic landing at Cape Horn.
Over 100 times going to Antarctica, we never made it to shore in Cape Horn.
We're in Cape Horn, we made it.
I'm very proud and honored to do that.
On arriving into Ushuaia, Captain Irwan returns to prepare Scenic Eclipse at its final stop before the journey to Antarctica.
We get everything on board before we sail to Antarctica.